Hey wonderful and amazing people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jackie Kimani. I am a Kenyan that lives in Germany and I study in Germany. I do content about studying in Germany, nursing, au pair, FSJ, and also do vlogging. So if you're new here, you are at the right place. Make sure to check out my other videos. And yeah, so today's also subscribe. So today's video, according to the title, I'm going to list some of the questions that you may probably be asked in an Ausbildung interview. Ja, Ausbildung zur Pflegefachkraft. Ja, Pflegefachmann, Pflegefachfrau. Yeah, that's the nursing Ausbildung. Let me say it as a disclaimer here. I'll mostly be talking in German because the questions you'll be asked in German, and so I will ask the question in German and try to translate them to English, because the questions you will surely 100% be asked in German, because you are doing the Ausbildung in Germany and you are doing the Ausbildung in German language. First of all, the qualification, you need B2 in German. Yeah, I've heard some people saying they did it with B1. I don't know about that, but for us, you need B2. For the 3 years Ausbildung in our place, they take people in April and August. Some places they take them in just October. Yeah, so you can just Google and send as many applications as possible. And I wish you all the best, by the way. I really wish you all the best. But if you're watching this video, you are at the right track. So let me quickly jump into the questions. So the first question, so as I'm saying them in not necessarily any order, like you'll be asked this question and then this question and this question. It can be mixed, or some questions you may not be asked, you might be added some questions. So I'm just saying the most common questions. Obviously, the first thing will be Kurs vorstellen. Yeah, like you introduce yourself in very little words, very little sentences, not like, oh yeah, so I'm Jackie, and then you give your life history, and then I went to Kamaki's, and then I ate samaki, and then now I've come here through the bus, and I have had Verspätung, and no. It is, let me show you. Kurs vorstellen, it means that you introduce yourself very lightly. So you start with Ich bin. I'm not a German, first of all, and my accent is not a German accent, so yeah, we'll just do with my German. Okay, Ich bin. You say your name. If you're having German B2 in German, you definitely knows sich vorstellen. We have done it in A1, so that one you know. So let me give you it. The first one is ich bin, ich kann, ich will. Ich bin, you say your name, and let's say, for example, you just in Ich bin, you just say your name, Alter, und beruflich, like what you've done. Yeah, just that. Ich kann, you say your Fähigkeiten, like what you can do, what I can malen, like I can draw. Ich kann singen, I can sing. Ich kann gut Fußball spielen. Ich kann. What can you do? And mostly you're supposed to put it in like something that has to do with what you are applying for. Like ich kann gut in Team arbeiten. Ja, und this place also of ich kann, you're supposed to put your Lebenslauf, in terms of like what have you done in the past, you know, like ich kann what you've done. Like I have maybe done FSJ, I have done au pair, I have worked with people with disability und so weiter. The third one is ich will. Here you're supposed to state your Ziele. What are you looking forward to, or what are you bringing to this company or to this organization or to this Ausbildung, because they also want someone that adds value to them. So ich will, you're supposed to say your Ziele, like your what you're supposed to be bringing, what you're supposed to be bringing to the company, to the Ausbildung. Yeah. Also, they can ask you, was können Sie über sich erzählen? Here you're supposed to say, die Themen, die dich besonders interessieren und von deinen beruflichen Zielen. In terms of like, what can you tell us about yourself? You say, oh, I'm trying as much as possible not to give you like the answers, because we are all different and it's different for everyone. So I'm trying to make this as übersichtlich as possible, like to make it something that is not really about me, but you put it how you're supposed to put it, you know, according to your capabilities and according to your abilities. So when they tell you what can you explain about yourself, you're supposed to say, maybe I am a person that is interested in working with people, helping people. Yeah, because I've done that in the past and everything. Just explain something about yourself. Yeah, it's not really that complicated. Maybe the German might be complicated, but it's just like explain about yourself. They may ask you, wo haben Sie sich noch beworben? That is like, where have you applied? Where else have you applied? Here they just want to know how big your interest in the company or in the organization is. So you're not supposed, there's no reason to lie. But if you have applied, let's say you sent 40 applications, you're not about to say, oh yeah, I sent 40 applications, I'm just checking out who will call me or who will not. You're supposed to show them that this is actually where I want to work, but I've also kept my options open. You get what I mean? Like, don't lie to them and say, oh, I've only applied here, because they also see. So you're supposed to make them see that I really want to work here. Like, this was my very first priority. Like, immediately I thought about bewerbing, I thought about here. Immediately I thought about applying, I thought about here. But I've also kept my options open, like in 2-3 places, you know. So they just want to see how interested, or how interested are you really in this Unternehmen. They might also ask you, was sind Ihre persönlichen Stärken? What are what are your strengths? Here you're supposed to say your strength in terms of nothing, you know, like in terms of, if they ask you what is your strength, and then you say, I can do gym, I can what? I can cut trees. They don't really need to know yeah, they're not asking you like how strong are you, can you lift 100 kilos of weights and everything. They want to know what is your strength, like capabilities, what are you really strong at. For example, in nursing you can say ich arbeite gerne im Team. Like you really work, you work in you work in team, in terms of like you get along with people very well. Zuverlässigkeit, Pünktlichkeit, selbstständiges Arbeiten, Kritikfähigkeit. You're supposed to tell them like how good you are. Like, you guys, if you don't pick me, you're not getting anyone like me. It's just like, show them that you're the best, in short. Yeah, you tell them you're hardworking, you are very punctual. Although you are not, yeah, if you say you are punctual, and then for the termin, you've come like 30 minutes late, and then you're saying your Pünktlichkeit is mein Stärken. They'll be like, yeah. You say you work like you don't need anyone to supervise you. You work selbstständig. Kritikfähigkeit, because there are people who they don't take critique very well. So you say like you go very well with critique. If they ask you, they might also ask you, wie gehen Sie mit Kritik? You're supposed to say, I take the critique, I wahrnehme, like when someone positive criticism, you take it very well, kindly, and then you look into it. They might also ask you, wie gehen Sie mit Schwächen or they might also ask you, was sind Ihre Schwächen? That's like asking you what are your weaknesses. Here it's actually very tricky, because